Hi, I'm Dylighted, and today I want to take a look at the third position in Settlers of Catan, and why people favor playing as the third position. For the longest of times, I was intrigued by Broderick, one of the two twins who are top Catan players who consistently place in the top 16 at the US Catan National Tournament. In 2014, Broderick won the US National Tournament, and he did an Ask Me Anything on Reddit. During the AMA, he kept on getting questions on what position does he favor most, and he kept on saying the third position, arguing that it was the most consistent and versatile. I posted a link to the AMA in the description. Before we start, I want to go over two Catan rules made by Neonate related to the third position. The first rule, Rule 18, states, when third position, take the rare resource. The second rule is Rule 19, when third position, predict where fourth position will go. Today, I want to look at 4 different boards as third position and showcase why playing as a third position provides consistency and versatility. So, board number 1, using Rule 18. So, I find this board right here a perfect example of using Rule 18. When Rule 18 states, take the rare resource as third position, what the rare resource means is, if you don't take the resource right now as third position, fourth position will take it, and you won't have access to it. So, looking at this board, Orange in the third position, he placed on the 6-9-3, but this is actually the incorrect play. So, in third position using Rule 18, what should you take? Pause now to figure it out. According to Rule 18, you should actually take the wheat sheep spot, the 8-3-4. The reason behind this is because there are 2 identical spots that you can get for your second settlement. There's a 6-9-3 and the 8-3-4. Both spots are for ore, wood, and brick. You know that fourth position won't take the 6-9-3 and the 8-3-4. That doesn't make sense. So, in third position, if you take the 8-3-4 wheat sheep spot, you can be confident that when it comes back to you, that you get one of the strong ore, wood, brick spots. In this case, there's no need to take the ore, wood, brick spots, because there's 2 of them available. So, let's go on to board number 2 and use Rule 18 one more time. So, please pause the video and see where you would go as the third position. In the third position on board number 2, the correct play here is going on the 3-4-8. And the reason why this is the correct play is because, once again, if you don't place on the ore right now, you're not going to get it when it comes back to you for a second settlement. Fourth position will take the 3-4-8. And another spot that goes well with it. So if you don't take the 8-3-4 right now, then you're going to lose it. Therefore, ore is the rare resource. Once again on this board, if you take the 8-3-4, there are 2 corresponding spots that go with it. The 5-6-9, which offers wood, wheat, and sheep, and the 5-9-10, which also offers wood, wheat, and sheep. It doesn't make sense for fourth position to take the 5-6-9 and the 9-5-10. So, you can place on the 3-4-8 with the confidence of getting the 5-6-9 or the 9-5-10. Therefore, the 3-4-8 spot is a correct pick for third position. Alright, let's look at board number 3. And once again, we're going to use Rule 18. As third, take the rare resource. So pause the video and see where you would go as third. As third position, the correct play here is to actually take the 8-10. The reason why this is a correct play is because, once again, if you don't take the 8-10 right here, you know fourth position will take it. Then you will be left with low ore. So, as third position, you want to take the rare resource, the 8-10. Once again, there's also 2 good corresponding spots that go with the 8-10. There's the 5-8-10, the strong wheat sheep, and then there's the 8-3-4, the strong ore wheat sheep, with low ore. If you take the 8-10, you know that fourth position won't take the 8-5-10 and the 8-3-4. That doesn't really make sense. So you can get on the 8-10 with the confidence of getting one of the strong wheat sheep spots, the 8-5-10 or the 8-4-3. Therefore, the 8-10 is a correct pick. Now let's look at board number 4. Using Rule 18 and using Rule 19. Rule 19 states, predict where fourth position will place. So, on board number 4, where would you place as third? So instinctually, you want to follow Rule 18 and you want to take the 8-4-10. Because the brick is sort of rare on this board, and if you don't place on the 8-4-10, then 4th position will take it instead. And then it's going to be hard to access brick. You either have to place on the 4-5-11 or the 8-3, which is along the coast. So if you place in the 8-4-10, you get to point towards the brick port, along with doubling up on the ore. This seems very strong as a 3rd pick. But now let's apply Rule 19. Predict where 4th position will go. If 4th position is a good player, they should take the 6-4-11 and the 3-8-10. They should take the 6-4-11 because that's the last remaining ore spot, and you get the strongest wheat, along with sheep. And then they should point the road towards the wood port. Knowing this, the next settlement is going to be on the 3-10-8, getting them all that wood so that they can play an ore wheat sheep game, converting all that wood to ore. Where you go now rotates back to you as 3rd position. I think it's sensible to take the 6-3-11 since you need wood to pair with your brick, and you get sheep to play your ore wheat sheep game. So looking at 3rd and 4th position, who do you think has the better placements and why? I think on the surface level, 3rd position looks very strong. They have decent ore wheat sheep, and they're pointed towards the brick port with 8 points of brick. They have all 5 resources, and aren't contested for the port. As 3rd position, it looks like you can play a pretty strong ore wheat sheep game. Now let's look at 4th position. The 6-4-11 and 8-3-10 are both very strong spots. And you're pointed towards the wood port, which will give you consistency for your ore wheat sheep game. However, I want to note something. Whenever you place, you have to also consider where the robber will go in games. So, if you place on the 8-4-10 and the 6-3-11, you can immediately tell that one of the hot spots for the robber is going to be on the 10 ore, since you're blocking 2 players and you're blocking the ore, which is how they play the ore wheat sheep game. Now if you look at 4th position, who's on the 6-4-11 and the 3-8-10, you realize that no one's ever going to block their 11 ore, because the 11 ore is too weak to block. Now looking at 4th position, you sort of realize that they're actually really hard to block with the robber. If you block the 6 wheat, they still have the 10 wheat open. The 4 sheep sort of seems crappy to block. If you block the wood, they still have another wood tile open, and the wood is just port fuel. And you could block the 10 wheat, but they still have the 6 wheat open. So in this case, 4th position is actually in a stronger spot than 3rd position. So knowing this, we can see why 3rd position shines. In 3rd position, you can actually swap placements with 4th position if you want. How do you do this? You can place on the 6-4-11. 4th position will take the 8-10-4 and the 6-3-11. Then you will take the 8-3-10. Now you have swapped placements with 4th position, putting you in the stronger spot and putting 4th position in a weaker spot. As 3rd position, you can control what 4th position does, and then you can take the better of the 2 options. I hope this video does a good job of why people like playing in the 3rd position. Once again, feedback is highly appreciated. If you'd like to see more concept videos like this, then let me know in the comments below, and I will deliver. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Dylighted, and I hope you learned something.